Hello everybody and welcome back to another great video. Here we are with the KSS X-Ray, one of the new Photon class ships I'm testing out. And we are going to dock it to where we left off earlier, the KSS Ramble. Those eagle-eyed viewers among you may have caught it when the KSS Ramble, it's when its name was like the KSSSSSS Ramble. The reason I did that was in the VAB to differentiate it from like the planes and landers that I built into it. But I forgot to turn it back. So here we are, and we're just gonna move the Kerbals over just one by one. I only wound up doing the 4 main ones. We'll come and rescue the other ones. Yeah, like I said, I was gonna dock, but I wound up not docking because it is pain. I tried it like several times. It took me like an hour to try and dock them until I just gave up and did this because the game did not like it. I don't know why. I got very, very close. Anyway, we're getting the last of the Kerbals over, and now that we have all the Kerbals, we can go and visit this wonderful planet, Sera. We couldn't visit it in the first episode. It was supposed to be the first destination, but no oxygen, so no air-breathing SSKO. But the KSS X-Ray has no such weaknesses. We're gonna head over there right now, aiming for a nice orbit. Anyway, let's head on over to Sera, and we can get into a nice polar orbit. I did polar because, obviously, the Auroras, they're so nice, I wanted to land there. And I did succeed in landing there. Spoilers. Well, I guess you can tell from the intro. The thumbnail. I cannot talk today. But, when it comes to thumbnails, do you like this new style I'm doing where it's like half and half? Or do you prefer the old style of thumbnails? Well, I say old, but I've only made one video. Do you prefer the first thumbnail I used, which is like just one image, and then just like some text on it? Or do you like this new, more professional kind of looking, at least in my opinion, thumbnail? Leave your thoughts on that down in the comments. While you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe. Helps out a lot more than you think. So, here we are, beginning our retrograde burn to get a nice circular orbit around the planet. And would you look at that? As you know, this is one of the thumbnail images. Well, I mean, I hope you know. I hope you've seen the thumbnail. I'm just gonna go ahead and screenshot that real quick because I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. I love that. Anyway, now that we have a nice circular orbit, I don't know why it does that. When I take screenshots, it does that sometimes. I don't know. It's a bit weird, but anyway, now that we have finished our circularization burn, well, let's speed up time real quick and finish it out. We are going to see that we're not really on a perfect polar orbit. It's kind of wonky. We can fix that easily with the quick adjustment. And there we go, all adjusted and ready for our landing. Well, not adjusted yet, but the maneuver node's there. I came across this strange bug where, yeah, you can see right there, when you do weird camera things, blobs appear on planets. This might be a distant horizons. I play too much Minecraft. That's a Minecraft mod, by the way. This might be a, distant object enhancement mod, because it seems to be rendering a bit weird, and distant object enhancement obviously renders things from a long ways away. It also could just be a Kcalbeloh error, but I haven't seen this in any of the other videos I watch about Kcalbeloh, so maybe I'm the first to discover it. That'll be fun. Anyway, here we are undocking, and we are going to prepare for landing. One of the things I love about this SSKO I built is that, obviously, it doesn't... Well, there's a couple things I love about it. I'll go down the list. One of the great ones is that it does not use air-breathing engines. It uses nuclear saltwater engines. These engines are very efficient in both atmosphere and no atmosphere. They do not require any oxygen, and they're just really powerful. They require some radiators, but I've tucked those away inside of the storage bay. Obviously, they require nuclear salt water, which does not come with the OPT Space Planes mod, which is what I'm using to build the plane. It comes from the Far Future Technologies mod, so I just put the fuel tank inside an OPT cargo bay. So that worked out. along with some radiators, because radiators kind of ugly. You can see them poking through in the bottom, though. I want to some realism for like how they disperse the heat. Anyway, we're going to come up to this polar region here, and we can dive right through. These are beautiful Auroras. If anyone knows how that's pronounced, down in the comments, please. Here I'm seeing this bug again, but it seems to go away once we reach the atmosphere, thankfully. You don't want to be flying around with massive miscellaneous color blobs on your planet, now do ya? Now, this atmospheric entry, you saw a quick cut there. Didn't go very well. A lot of bloopers on that one. I had to find the right speed. And when it comes to landing, a lot of bloopers on that too, because... well, you'll see, it's just difficult. Mainly because of, like, all the mountains. I tried landing on a mountain, basically. Had a great view, I thought it'd be nice for the thumbnail. Just got away from me, I guess. I tried that for, like, a good 30 minutes. Here we are, making a quick save. As you can tell, I learned from my mistakes from not making quick saves, like, at all last time. And here we are re-entering. You'll see some explosions, and actually this was my best take. These explosions are just the front RCS thrusters, so nothing to be worried about. We can do without them. I've noticed the RCS thrusters are very, very sensitive to heat, which is weird, because, like, why them in specific? Maybe it's because they're, like, outside of the area frame of the main vessel, but it still doesn't make too much sense to me. Here we are pitching up, pulling, like, 11 Gs. I don't think my Kerbals are very alive right now. Well, at least they wouldn't be in real life, but, you know, they're Kerbals. They're fine. They're powerful space frogs. Able to withstand atrocious amount of G-forces. Up there I can see Kcalbeloh, the black hole in this system, right in front of the horizon. Obviously it's not on the planet. It's really far away, but it's just so big you can even see it from a distance. It looks blue because of this planet's atmospheric scattering, but in reality it actually has an orange accretion disk, which I find is very neat. Here we are coming in from a landing, and I'm very happy I finally got this thing to land. This was after I tried landing on the mountains. If you caught that behind us, the sun is also blue. As you can see, most light coming in here is blue, which is fun. Here we are, coming in for a touchdown. Bit of a bouncy landing there, but you know, everyone's okay. And we are basically going to come up here and pull in for a stop. Now that we are all slowing down, we can finally get these Kerbals out and let them stretch their legs, because they have spent a while in the X-ray. One problem with this is that, you know, the brakes didn't really work that well. You ever notice that in KSP, how the brakes just don't want to brake? It's like, you had one job, brake, but they don't. And if you try and turn it up, they just kind of spin out. That might be real life physics for you. I'm honestly not entirely sure. So maybe it's me who's underestimating physics instead of physics underestimating this game. Instead of this game, I don't even know where I'm going. I'm going on a tangent here. Let's just get back to the image on the screen. We're getting Bill out, but then I realized Bill won't be able to climb back on. So I just put down a landing gear and let the craft go to its belly. So Bill had to fall out. He's okay. Might have broken a couple bones, but he's fine. Right, Bill? Now we just have to chase it down. Yeah. Bill's definitely getting his steps in today as the craft rolls down. Eventually I just gave up and I turned on the brakes again. But I'm just going to put this front one down since we have those little doors you see right there in the cockpit of the ship. So we should be able to jump in those doors. Just getting Bill over here just to test it out. Should have made a quick save. Wait, maybe I did. I can't remember. But just got to test these out. Yep, the board option came up. Not going to board it yet because I got to plant a flag. First things first, we need to get some other Kerbals out. We need to get all these guys out. It's the 4 main Kerbals. Now we got all these Kerbals over here, get to stretch their legs. We can go ahead and plant the flag. But first we gotta take a beautiful screenshot of what we got right here. Now that screenshot is done with, well, I think I did it earlier, but now that's over, we can plant our flag, and sadly, who is that? Is that Jebediah's face is obscured? Maybe? We don't want any faces obscured for the screenshot. Maybe we already took it. I'm not exactly sure if I took it in another take or not. But we are definitely going to get him out of the way. Yeah, sorry. Bill, wait, is that Bill or Bob? The version that I'm watching right now is really low quality, so I can't see. That looks short, though, so I'm going to say it's Bob. And gotta get out of the way so we can take the screenshot. And it was in this take. You see, Steam does this weird thing where, like, maybe it's not Steam, maybe it's Microsoft, maybe I just clicked the wrong button and I'm not good at using it. But it does this weird thing where, like, once you take a screenshot, it just leaves whatever application you have open, which is annoying. But, whatever. These are the things you have to deal with when you're playing a heavily modded game about sending frogs to other destinations in the solar system. I know, not frogs, but, you know, space frogs. Fun. Didn't mean to plant that flag. I meant to take a look at the science. Let's take a little surface sample and EVA report. If you want to pause the video and read these, I recommend you do. They're very nice, but, you know, we gotta keep the video flowing, so we're not gonna do that right now. Here we go. Go ahead and pause and read that. Welcome back. And we're gonna do an EVA report now. Maybe that was it. Maybe this is the surface sample. I don't know. Oh, yep. I was right. It is an EVA report. Great. We can keep that experiment. Now you have time to read it. And we can get all the Kerbals back in. This we will fast forward through because, I mean, you guys don't want to watch, you guys don't want to watch a bunch of Kerbals sit around on a planet for 10 hours, do you? I would assume not. Anyway, now that everyone's hopping back on the jet, we can safely take off. I was a bit confused as to what direction I need to go here, but, I'll figure it out. I feel like there really should be a good indicator on the nav ball, especially like if you have another missile targeting. Maybe there is. Okay, I think there is. Now, okay, I just realized how to do something. I think if you just target the main vessel, and then you can see where it is in relation to you. So if it's behind you, you just go the anti-target, and then your orbit should match up pretty well with your targets. Wow, I've never thought of that before. Have you guys? Did I just invent that, or am I stupid and that's just been a thing this whole time? Oh well. Anyway, we can finally go ahead and take off. We're missing a bunch of great bloopers, by the way. Well, you're not listening to them. You're gonna see it nowhere. But like in this time, well, at least earlier, we were trying to land, and we tried to land on a mountain. It did not end well at all. I tried so many times, but we got some great clips out of those. I think you're really gonna enjoy. Should I just do like at least when the series is over, like a bloopers only compilation? I never understood how that word is pronounced. Is it compilation or compilation? Compilation? That's it, compilation. Yeah, compilation. I always call it compilation for no reason. Anyway, you want to see a compilation of my best bloopers? Leave a comment for that. It'd be a lot of editing work, but you know, I'll do it for you guys. Just don't forget to like, subscribe. Here we are just setting up a nice interception, and we are going to start the docking soon. Here I am just fumbling around trying to dock. Docking has never been my strong suit. Anyway, what we need to do here is we need to get this extended docking port into the other docking port, but we need to like slip through this little gap here. We have these nice little tiny solar panels. I call them tiny, they're actually really big. But the reason I call them tiny is because some of the mods I got added huge ones. I bet you're excited to see those. Anyway, we are almost done with this video. We're going to show you the blooper reel up here real soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the blooper reel. Have a nice day, everybody.